What up, though? Ledge here, chill with me. Back on YouTube. I know it's been a minute, but what's up, YouTubers? How y'all doing? Here with a very special guest. She is Alexis Oslin. Yes, yes, yes. You can follow her. All her socials are on the screen. Loaded Lux. Oh, excuse me, not Loaded Lux. She's not
Nah.
Lux. Loaded Lex 92 on everything. That's her. That's her caffeine. You see her Twitter. You see her Instagram and so forth. So what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good?
Yep. I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about this. I was excited watching it.
Really?
Ah, yeah.
I got a problem with you already. So
I liked it. Go ahead. Let me hear what you got to say.
pre-show, just I was just getting her like, yo, how you feel about like the car? She said, yeah, I watched it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, people were saying it was bad, but I'm like, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. She fucked around and slipped up, and I'm gonna give you a chance to redeem yourself. But you fucked around, slipped up, and said you love it. You love it.
Okay. Let
I'm gonna
me
give you a chance.
elaborate.
I'm gonna give you a chance.
Let me elaborate.
Okay.
So, the totality of the card, I love it. I'm not going to lie. But there were matchups where I was actually upset. I was disappointed.
So there were 6 matchups on the card today.
Yeah.
How many of them did you love?
I like Goods versus Geechee. I
I
love
like
that
that too.
actually. I love that. I love that.
I'm not mad if you love that. It's a good battle.
I did see. I want to say this, but I want to elaborate after I say it. I did love Chilla and Dot. I know Dot had some stumbles.
Bad ones.
I know, but here's my thing too, and I think we've talked about this: is if you stumble and can come back, I'm not gonna really hold a grudge against you. So that's why I commend him for what he did because he came back full flow too. Like he was like, you know what I'm saying? Like he really got back into the swing of his rhythm. So I
Mm,
don't know. I don't want to like really. I mean, obviously, I love Chilla's side more
yeah.
than his, but I don't know. I like that. I like that one. Mm.
Damn. You giving out lollipops with this shit crazy.
But I'm explaining why though.
You
It's
are.
just, man, we're not gonna talk. I didn't like Shine and Stay. I like Shine, but I didn't like Stay. But uh,
Hmm.
Will and Danny. I don't know. I said okay. I love Goods and Geezy, so maybe I did love the car.
You love one battle. One. I
Why'd
was
you do that to me?
I was gonna let you get through all of that shit. Like you know
That's
damn well
funny.
you only like one battle on that
You
card.
did something psychological to me. I don't know what
Oh no,
happened.
we ain't blaming me. We ain't blaming me, sister. You are an intelligent queen with a mind of your own. You know damn well that card was horse shit, and it's fine
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I always say this: like anytime we diss a card, I know the league owners is gonna always take offense to that, but they shouldn't because
Right,
your job was completed once the flights were made, the
right,
payments were made, and
right.
once
Contracts.
the contracts were made, and once you booked the matches that you felt like on paper this would work, and
Facts. Oh yeah.
so the league owners, this really the slander now really has no bearing on y'all. This is more
Right,
about the talent not performing. So
right. They did
uh,
what they had to do.
they did what they had to do, like that, and that's all you can do. You can't go out there and rap for them. Not next, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So uh,
yeah.
we can start off with Ill Will versus Danny Myers.
Let me hear what you gotta say. Cause
Um,
I, cause I saw like snippets
mhm.
yesterday, and I saw a lot of comments. So I
what
want to hear.
what comments
I
you
saw
see?
the. I saw a lot of people saying like Danny was cooking. But this was just like I said. This was just last night. I didn't get to see the full thing last night, but just based on that from last night, Danny was cooking. People were saying like Danny wasn't all that, but then the votes, I did see Ill Will got way more votes than him.
Mm.
Um, yeah, but I really did. I saw people like saying, like, kind of going back and forth, like Ill Will murdered him, and then people would say like Danny did his thing. Like I don't know, people were 50-50 to be honest. Well, maybe not 50-50, but they were in between.
I seen some Danny's on my Twitter because I gave about ill will. So you had the what they call them, the Yikers Island. You had
Yeah.
those brothers and sisters telling me I was bugging. Um, you you had some people who thought Will did win. I feel like a lot of people are harping on the fact that he did stumble in what round was that? The second. Second, he had
Yeah.
a bad little stumble there. Got it back, and he lost that round. But you go back to the first. The first was probably the closest round. If you're swinging the pendulum to Danny, then you got him first and second. I feel like if you're swinging it towards Will, you got him first and third. I
Yeah.
choose Will first and third because I like his whole intersect universe, like kind of reversing that narrative on what Danny
Yeah.
does and bring them to the future where what things might have happened if things gone differently. Like it was, I thought that was fire. I thought that was fire
Yeah.
to me, and so I edged them in that. That was, you know what? That was a solid battle. It wasn't a bad battle. It was solid.
Yeah, but not like a favorite.
Yeah,
But
nah. Well, will I watch it again? I don't know. Well,
I'll watch
maybe.
it again. I'm gonna watch it again just to. It's always good to watch it later just for clarification.
Yeah, yeah.
I agree with you in the sense of ill will first and third.
Mm.
One of my favorite things about Danny Meyer's opponents is that everybody, right? Everybody wants to talk about how they're tired of the parallel universe, blah 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 blah. But that's what they use against him.
That's
Now,
true.
depending on
That's
who
true.
his opponent is, they can twist it in a nice way, like ill will. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I kind of like that. I kind of like that they, in a sense, use that against him because a lot of the times his opponents will come up with really fire ass schemes with his shit. Like it's weird. Like you know what I'm saying? Like oh,
No,
you
that's a
use it too
fact.
much, but here I am using it. Um. So yeah, I gave it to Ill Will. I gave it to him, and that's what I thought initially too. But I
Really?
still love Danny. Yeah, I
Okay.
still love Danny.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Danny is still gonna be Danny regardless of these outcomes of the battles. So salute. I do think that battle probably does deserve some replay in there. It
Yeah.
wasn't too bad. I don't think this it was best performance this year, but it does enough to keep him top five champion of the year maybe. Like he's
Yeah.
still in that top five to 5 to 6 or whatever may have you. So I don't
He's
know.
probably tired from Born Legacy 9, doubling up.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. That's a good point. But you're right though. Those angles, it seemed like Danny get hit with a lot of the same angles, man. The parallel universe flips,
Yep.
the shit about the 12K for Rex, and
Yep.
leaving
His
his wife,
kids.
leaving his wife and kids. She's on drugs. His kids need him, and he's battle rapping so much. So
Yeah.
like he gotta find like the ultimate like combo breaker for that shit. Like he gotta find
Yeah.
the
He can
ultimate
rebuttal
line.
that.
Yeah, the ultimate line that'll just negate that whole shit forever. Like y'all
You know
can
what's
never say
funny?
this.
It's so funny because it just, like I said, people keep bringing it up. At least for sure, people for real keep bringing up his kids, and it's like that man. He's heard it all 1,000
Heard it
times.
all, yo.
So that's probably why he doesn't care anymore to even negate anything. He's like, whatever, I'm used to it.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
like
Uh,
whatever.
okay, so I'm trying to go in order of the battle sequence.
Okay,
I believe next was what was next?
I'm not
Without
gonna lie, I watch it out of order.
you watched it out of order.
I did.
Okay, it wasn't Pat Stay. It wasn't the Goods battle.
Was it Chilla?
It was no. Oh, it was Arsenal and Jerry West.
Okay. Oh, let's talk about this.
Arsenal and Jerry West was next,
Mm,
and this matchup was always odd to me. I just felt like going in, it's not really
right.
much for Ars to prove to a Jerry West.
Yeah.
And at this point, Jerry West, he's getting fed a lot of big plates, and I'm not sure he's up to that level yet, just yet.
Still after seeing this,
Yes.
I agree. I just wanted to check. Okay.
Oh,
I was like, I just want to check.
yeah, you heat checking me. Heat checking me. Nah, yeah, because Jerry West got bars. We know that.
Yeah.
Jerry West can perform a bit. He's very got some charisma to him.
Right.
but he's missing something. I just don't know what it is yet.
I know. I know. I feel that exact same way. It almost kind of makes me wonder also about, like, we won't go into this in depth, but what T Top and Easy would have been like.
Mm.
Um, Obviously Easy's a little bit different in terms of time and et cetera, et cetera. But like I said, just based on when I was watching this, it kind of made me think of like, would this have been something similar? Because Wes was good. It's just that I think, in my opinion, when he was doing that recording and
Oh, I hated that.
whatever,
I hated that.
me too, because for so many different reasons. One, you don't got his mom, and I mean his baby mom and his kid. Like, that's would have start there. So that was stupid.
That was dumb.
But two, it's like I don't know. It kind of threw me a little bit. Like, dang, you want to make, like, that's crazy. But either way, so like my whole point is that Wes was cool. Like, he was good. Like, there were definitely a few times like, like, you know what I mean. Like, I was really feeling what he was saying. But when Arsenal, when it was his turn, it was just it was over.
Where you? How? This is my thing though. How? Somebody clearly wins, but how impressed were you with that win? Like, how impressed was?
Oh,
How
I know.
impressive was? How impressive was Arsenal? If you just say he wasn't battling anybody and you just heard those bars, if he recited those bars to you, like, yo, this is what I got cooking up. Like, how impressed would you be? And I know we're somewhere. Nico's like typing my name angrily right now. Um, I can already sense it. I know he hates that, but I just I don't know. I feel like Art said a lot of lines that were just lazy. More so his setups. His setups just opening his can. What did he say? Open his can or open his top like canned foods, and
Yeah.
he just saying a lot of lazy shit. I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Why are you saying this in 2020? And he was. I mean, he was better than Jerry, so that's why you give him the
Yeah.
win. But I don't know how impressed were you with Arsenal overall.
I agree, um, to an extent. When I say that, what I mean is, I wonder if he maybe, in a sense, took it a little bit lighter because of his opponent. Um,
I never really
it's hard.
considered that. Okay, maybe.
It's hard. And now, mind you, I'm not saying Jerry West is anybody to underestimate or anything like that. But in terms of who these two people are as individuals, it almost makes you think, like, was he? There was something in there too that he said recently. Debo. He brought up Debo, and Debo, my bad, I forgot his real name, but he just passed.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah,
passed.
tiny. Yeah.
Yeah. So my point is that, did you maybe? I mean, I'm assuming he had most of his stuff written, but you did have to fit that in to an extent, especially to keep flowing with what you were saying and have it tie into what you said before.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's a combo of maybe not feeling like he has to write his absolute best and kind of finishing up.
Mm, maybe. Or is this just the cap where, like, you know how you just reach a level, you like, this is the best I can do it at the stage I'm at right now. Like,
Yeah, and after ours, I mean after official and
at the official, he won, but was he crazy? I don't know. And I'm so glad I stopped really paying attention to caffeine chat because they be ODing over shit, and it be battle rappers like Mike P talking about wow, wow, wow. I'm like, you bugging out? Like he going? Why are you saying wow this many times? Like he just like he cooking. Like he's. I'm
yeah.
like, yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that battle. I feel like West could have did a lot more and not rely on the phone and the props.
Yeah, I do too. And man, like, I feel like if he would have cut that whole thing, and that's what I was gonna say. So I'm glad we came back to that. I think he was in a way trying to be more like Arson that moment. Like, he was trying to fit this disrespectful um cadence and this
Yeah,
disrespectful demeanor where that wasn't necessary. It's almost like he was trying to prove something, like, I got one over you. Like, I really
yeah,
disrespected you more than you would do. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And
I
so
agree.
that may have been where he dropped the ball.
I
I
agree.
don't know.
No, that's a really good. you first person I heard really kind of bring that to light, because that's kind of what I remember. Geechee tried to do that against Arsenal, and
Hmm.
it kind of made his material a little bit choppy. Although he was good in that battle, but
Yeah,
he was clearly trying to prove I can be just. A lot of people try to do that with artists though. Like I can
they
be
do.
just as disrespectful as you. Fuck your
They do.
mom with a rusty knife.
Right.
All this like okay, we
Right.
get it, but you can't do it as well as he can and craft as well
Right.
as he can. Stick to what you do. So
Right.
I agree with you on that. I also just feel like I don't know where I was going with this, but it was something about Jerry. I just it's something missing. I just don't know what it is. I also feel like I know it is. I feel like Jerry is too focused on creating a moment instead of like writing
Ooh.
a full
Yeah.
like body of work. Like he like that like with the phone shit, like with the against John when he had three people come out with the hood on. It's like he
Yeah.
keeps trying to create these moments instead
That
of
might be it.
like just. And to me, my favorite Jerry West battle so far was him versus Chilla, where he didn't have any props, anything. Just he was just rapping really
Right.
well. So I don't
That's
know.
a good point. That's a really good point. That might be it.
Think
That
so?
actually might be it.
Hopefully,
Hmm.
I hopefully. Well, I mean not hopefully, but hopefully that's the only issue because I really can't think of
Right.
anything else. But it seems like he's writing for him. You know, like when the bad rappers be doing like all these bar setups, and then they
Hmm.
stop because they was waiting for a reaction, and then they didn't get
Yep.
it, and it kind of
Yep.
like throws them off. I,
Yeah.
like, oh wait,
Especially if they don't get the reaction that they were hoping for.
right, yeah,
Like,
like it don't
oh,
hit, and then they all you see them, man, yo, I said, yeah, you like, oh shit,
oh, all
yeah,
right.
yeah. So I hear you. Yeah, Arsenal got that.
Who do you think West should battle next then? Or like, not even you don't got to name a person, but level wise, even.
I think West will take it. He probably won't. I know he won't feel like this, but I feel like taking like a step back, not because he's going against like God tier Mount Rushmore type guys right now. Like
Right.
I think you should take just a small. He don't have to take a giant step back, but somebody who's like good enough to make him work.
To
Somebody
challenge. Right.
to challenge. You know what? Jerry West versus Real Sick. I like to see that.
That would actually probably,
Real Sick.
yeah, I mean, like a challenge. Yeah, like it'd be good enough to go against, but hopefully a person that will really make you just go up that level
Yeah.
so you can get closer to battling another like top tier, god tier. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry West versus Real Sick. I wouldn't mind seeing Jerry West versus Av down the road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
some names that's like in that in between where he can still get busy. It'll still be a good look for him, but it's not like the Hitman hollers or some shit. Like
Right.
let's relax.
Surprise.
Yeah, let's relax. So after that, who was next?
Ooh, okay.
Uh, oh, B
Was
Dot and
it,
Chilla.
were they next?
That'd be the third battle.
Yep.
How
Because
many
then we got,
battles on the card? It was only five, right?
yep. So we got two more after Chilla and that.
Yeah, yeah. It was B Dot and Chilla. I
I
mean,
got Chilla.
I got Chilla too. Who did you have going into the battle?
Who did I think I had Dot.
I had
I
Dot.
think I had Dot, but in my opinion, all three rounds, I was thinking that Dot was really just gonna kind of edge around, like not really kill Chilla, but just what I'm like, just make that bare minimum cut.
Yeah,
Um, and it obviously kind of turned around being something different.
yeah. I had
But
Dot going into this battle too.
yeah, because I didn't think either one of them were gonna kill each other based
No.
on if they came full, like what I'm saying, like fully prepared and
Mm.
fully like focused and all of that. It's just I thought they were gonna be actually a really dope matchup because they just man, I don't I'm kind of upset. I'm not upset with that, but I am, but I'm not because I get it. It's anybody can stumble and whatever. It's I get it. But I just he did come back. He brought it back.
Yeah.
I still have Chilla though. His schemes are just oh my god.
You
Um,
fangirling out over chiller schemes?
like I love his schemes, man. Like he's just in a way like he does it differently.
Yeah,
Um,
he's the best at it. He's the
that's what I
greatest
was
at
gonna
it.
say. Like he's one of the best person to work his schemes. Like to me, in my opinion, they don't reach out too long. He has a good timing on it when you can connect on it and it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's just my opinion. But I don't know. I don't think he reaches. I don't. Maybe I mean maybe there's something that I'm not thinking of. But at least from what I'm remembering and why I like him, he's one of the best people to work his scheme. So I don't know.
Yeah. Nah, he.
I had him winning. I had him winning.
I
I
had
had
him
him two
winning too.
one though.
Yeah,
Did
two
you give
one.
him 3-0
No,
or 2-1?
I gave beat out the first.
Me too. Me too.
Gave beat
Me
out the
too. He was
first.
spazzing. He was yeah.
I thought it was, and to be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest here. If he hadn't stumbled in that second, he would have won that second.
I was thinking that too.
I'm, I'm,
I was thinking that too. I did give Chill a third though. Like
absolutely. Oh, that
absolutely
third was
right. So
crazy.
I'm saying I don't know. It's hard because like we were talking about with stumbles, he got it back. So it's like, do we really discredit him to the extent of counting him as a loss for that second? I know
Absolutely.
it can be debatable. People think differently, but
That was a bad stumble. He stumbled
but
more.
he
He
more
stuck.
than once, multiple
Yeah,
times.
more. Yeah, multiple times. Oh shit, fuck. Like, and he visibly looked defeated. Like it was a wrap.
Right.
It was a wrap. And then
Exactly.
I was like, I ain't gonna lie. When he stopped at his second and he kind of like just kind of jersey out towards the end, I'm like, this. I mean, he fucked up, but he's still gonna win because he gonna win the third. I almost kind of just gave him the third because B Dot thirds be so electric and it's so much of a game changer, and that's that round where he like really breaks down your life. And I was like,
Right.
oh, Chill about to still get cooked. But Chilla counter wrote like, oh, I know you about to say this. Let me nip that in the bud. You say I don't talk about my life. Let me tell you some shit about my life. You know, while telling you about yours, I'm about to negate shit that I know you're gonna say about mines while
Right.
telling things about you that you don't tell people.
Right.
I know like B Dot's relationship with his baby mother, the kids, and this all might be false. This all might just be for
Right.
entertainment. But I'm just saying, like, let me just pretend this is real. All right, let's pretend this
Right.
really happened. I thought
The
that was
believability was there.
yeah, he was selling it. He was a salesman. He was selling that. He was selling the fact that, you know, I'm doing this, trying to be champion of the year. Wow, this is going on with my family. I don't
Yeah.
quit. I work harder. It was like the difference between me and you is when I face adversity, I rise. But it seemed like
Yeah.
everything you do, like you quit. Like when he
Right.
brought up football, he brought up, you quit in battle rap like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
like
One
so
thing that was played out to me, I'm sorry to cut you off.
no,
I just
go,
want to
go, go, go.
and to me in every volume, somebody always has a punchline about the volumes. Like they use it, you know what I mean? Like they use it like Arsenal I think use it no I'm tripping. Kayshawn used it with like a ringtone thing and raise the volume, like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna lie, it's getting a little bit old to
I'm gonna
me.
get
But
credit
I
to Mickey Fax on that. Mickey Fax, if you're paying attention, my guy. It's been a minute. What up, though? I believe you were the very first one against DNA to use pump up the volume.
yes, and yeah, and I think you're right too. Being the first one like using that, and
Yeah,
I think that's where it came from. And ever since then, and again, correct me if I'm wrong. I've heard it every volume. Like, all right, I
I,
get it.
me
I get
too.
it.
I've heard it ever since then. I feel like Mickey Fax versus DNA round one. I want to say it was round the very first round. He said something about Eric being Rakim. I came to pump up the volume.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
yeah,
hard. That's still hard. Yeah, shout out to Mickey Fax because people been using that for a lot
yeah.
of volumes now. So yeah, definitely. But yeah, we agree. Chilla 2-1. Pretty. Was it clear? Edge? How you doing it?
I think mm, that's hard. I'll say again, if we don't really focus on the stumble, and again, which some people do, some people don't,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Edge, Edge for
Edge.
the second round, at least that. Third round for to me clearly went to Chilla. In first round, depending on how you look at it, can be debatable. I gave it to that, but like I said, it depends on. It could be more of a preference thing on what you were really hearing, and I'm gonna say Edge just because of the stumble. I think that second round would have been dope without it, and he came back. So I'm gonna say 2-1, just
Edge.
with an edge. Yeah, because they were both good.
They were.
They were. I'm
I
not
ain't.
gonna. I ain't gonna slam them like that.
Yeah, nah, we're gonna stall them out. I got it 2-1 Edge. I don't know, man.
I
I
know.
Chilla was kind of bugging in those. That's the second, and I think people forget his second was good too. I just think Dot was kind of elevating, no pun intended.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna
I know.
go. Yeah, 2-1 in the Edge. I wouldn't. I don't want to say clear. It's like it's not clear, but it's not an edge. It's like right in between that. It's like a.
Right.
I don't know what to
Right.
call it. It's just like I'm. It was a comfortable win. I
Right.
guess I would call it.
Yeah. 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 We'll say that. We'll say
Yeah,
that. We'll leave it at that.
it's a comfortable win for Chilla. All right.
That's what we'll call it.
Next battle. This
I don't
could have
even
been.
want to talk about it.
This could have been. This is a store run battle that I missed out on. I could have got a lot of snacks and groceries during this battle.
I could have prepped the whole week's worth of meals.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I say that with regret and sorrow. Like, I don't even say that to joke, to like happily. Oh, man.
This battle was bad. This battle was bad. There was a clear winner, but he wasn't like amazing. He was good, particularly good in certain spots. The other one, another legend, he let everybody down. Everybody
He did.
down.
He did. I'm
K
actually upset.
Yeah, Kayshawn Pat Stay went down. Now Pat Stay, I will say, he kind of made it known. This is why I was so shocked this battle was agreed upon. When I seen the trailer, I was like, oh wait, they agreed to battle in the volume. He made it
Right.
known on Twitter like months and months and months ago. If I'm to ever battle Kayshawn, it's got to be on the big stage. We're not. So I don't know how out of nowhere this became like an agreement to battle in a quote unquote small room or limited people or however you want to phrase it.
Oh, I know
So
what you're talking about. Okay. Okay.
so Pat agreed to come out here. You can tell he was trying to be comfortable, but he
Right.
wasn't really comfortable in that element. He just wasn't.
Right.
And I feel like I ain't gonna lie. I feel like this was like kind of like they knew Pat was gonna get worked like this. They knew. They knew.
Yeah.
This was like an effort to amplify K Shine to be that
I
guy
feel that
because
same
like if you really care about this battle being something, you just wait. You just hold out until it's time for a big stage because you're going to maximize the
way.
potential in that. But also, some will play devil's advocate and say, if you're a true MC, you can do it anywhere, big stage, small stage. So,
I'm in between that, by the way.
yeah.
I'm in
So,
between those two statements. Like, it's, yeah.
I don't know. But he was bad. He came out the gate stumbling a lot.
Yeah.
I actually, people going to kill me, but I kind of gave him the second round, though. No.
Like,
Kind of.
it's hard, man, because that is Pat Stay. You know what I mean? Like, in a way, to be honest, first round, maybe not this drastic, but I'm just gonna say it.
Hmm.
It almost seemed like the whole first round was freestyled. Like
There
that's
was some
how it seemed
freestyles
to
in
me.
there, yeah.
There for sure was, and I like I said, I'm being drastic with saying that. It's just that he did bring up something about how he did think it was gonna be inside, like where, or maybe not inside, but at least where they used to be. All of a sudden, they switched it up this time around. Like, why? Why couldn't you be back where we heard the planes flying over people's heads? Like, where were y'all then?
Oh my. I hated that, by the way. Please don't
Uh,
bring that back up.
somebody should use that in a scheme or a punt. Like I'll be dying. But no, I mean it was kind of different. I don't know. I mean it's still. I think the other venue per se was outside, right? It's just a different environment in a way.
Yeah, no, yeah,
I believe so. But I don't know. I just like I said, I'm in between. I feel like when if you are truly talented, you should be able to conform to almost any environment. However, I do think people have their sweet spots. Um, so it's like hard.
yeah,
I think he should be able to at least be up to par with the other people that can do a small room,
yeah,
but he does excel on a stage. Does that make sense?
yeah, yeah. Like he should be comfortable enough to still do his work out there.
It should have been better than what he was last
Should have
night.
been
I'll
better
say
than
that.
what he was. Like
Yeah.
like just because you excel at one area, it doesn't mean you should be this drastically inferior on a different in a different
Right.
setting. So
That's it. Right. Exactly.
I agree with you.
I was disappointed and it's funny too because I still had Shine. I had Shine 2-1 prior to them battling.
I had
I just
Pat.
you did? You did. That's right. That's right. And but at least from my perspective, even though I had Shine, I really thought they were gonna go neck and neck and fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I just that's what I'm upset about. It's just that Pac didn't put up that fight that I know he could have.
Yeah,
That's really it. He was people were even laughing at his jokes. So in my head, I'm like, told you to the people that said, "Oh, what can he do? He can't make people laugh." He was making people laugh.
yeah. He made me. That's what I said. That's why I think I gave him the second slightly. That's when he did that rebuttal about like, dude, like you're laughing at shit that he done like rap for you already. Like you give him
Yeah,
time,
that was hilarious, man.
and then
That was.
and
He's
they
like, you've
laugh.
heard it 1,000 times.
Yeah, that, and then he broke down the whole the twerk influence, the
Yeah.
about like having the whole team of writers. Don't y'all haven't y'all noticed his evolve like him evolving over the years, all these sudden changes out of no like he was break that was that second round was good to me. So like if you want to give Pat that one, I'm not mad, but I got it. Even if do you believe there's a? I'm about to say, do you believe in the parallel universe? I
Yes,
know,
I do. I do.
I know. Stop, stop. No, we ain't doing that. But no, I was about to say, do you believe in getting like a body and a two-one? That felt like while I gave him the second by a hair or two, the first and third wasn't close at all. So what do we
Right.
do?
Look, if I didn't, I do now. I do it now. Shit.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. No, that's a
I
fact.
believe that now.
Yeah, that was a 2-1 body, but yeah, I'm sad that that battle went down the way it did because it seemed like one person was fully prepared, one person was like a fish out of water. So that
Yeah.
was a bad
Yeah.
battle. I will not be checking that out again.
Do you think, even just to be fair,
Hmm.
if they should do a rematch on the big stage?
Hmm.
Would people want to see that? Because that's both of their element to me.
It
And
is both
in all
there.
fairness, Shine has had more time to conform to the environment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I get that, but I kind of would like to see a rematch on a big stage, just to not with everybody, but with
Yeah,
them. I think that would be fire.
I would too. I wouldn't mind it. Like I wouldn't be against it, but it seemed like since they already the luster is gone from that. Like I
Yeah,
wanted that to be Smack Gnome 10 or Gnome 12 or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
In Houston, where both of them get busy at big
yeah.
stage. So I don't know. And
That'd be
K.
cool.
Shine to be like, there's no point. Like I beat him. Like you don't want to go against somebody dangerous like that a second time. Like you got
On
the
the stage,
yeah. Honestly,
in
yeah,
yeah.
you got the dub. Just let be like, nah, he gotta hold that. He gotta hold that.
He probably would. He
Yeah.
probably would.
Main
I would just like to see it though, just to be fair, in a
if it
way.
happened, I wouldn't. I would watch. I would still watch.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I agree.
last battle, Goods
Oh,
versus Geechee Gotti. Finally, something I can like even applaud a bit. Good. It was a good battle. It's a good
it
battle.
was.
It's a good
Man, it
battle.
was for different reasons.
Right away, who you had winning?
I had Goods.
Mm.
Oh, do you mean before, like prior to?
Both. Like who you had winning going
Okay.
into it, and who you had winning the battle.
So prior to, man, I was so wishy washy. One day it'd be Geechee, the other day it'd be Goods. Ultimately, I came down to Geechee, I think. Um, just because the way I think is, remember when we were talking about Mook and Tay Rock, and when I was talking about votes, and I said if we relied on caffeine votes, Rock is gonna win. So
Mm.
that's kind of why I leaned more towards Geechee, like because in a way I'm speaking about the people of him winning, not my own preference. It's them.
Mm.
Um, so that's kind of why I lean more towards Geechee because a lot of the fans want to hear those gun bars. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to hear all of that street shit.
Yeah.
And yeah,
They ain't really doing it for you.
they were. Don't
Oh,
get me
okay.
wrong, they were. But Goods won, and like I said, I can. He won. He won.
You sure?
Not like clear. I'm not gonna say that, like it was. Oh yeah, he got him. But just I don't know. I'm gonna come back to Geechee real quick because man, he said this. He said, I just don't think Rockaware. That's why he let you address him like that.
That was
That
that
was
was that was that was fine.
fire.
I don't think Rockaware, yeah. And it was
That was fire.
it tied into something about what Good's been saying about Rock. Yeah, so
Yep.
that was fire. That was heavy.
I
I
like
had I was a lot like you. I was flip flopping all over the place going into this battle.
yeah.
I started off picking Goods towards the end. Friday Fix. Check that show out. Friday Fix every afternoon on Caffeine. All right. So but yeah, Fridays. I told Nico like I'm actually rolling with Ichi in this one by slightest of margins. And upon further review after watching it, I'm still comfortable in picking Geechee, but it's slightly. It was more of an edge than I thought. Like it's not as clear as I
Right.
thought the battle would go. Um,
Right.
I think we kind of all forgot that Goods has come from the small room shit before. Uh,
Yeah.
Lions Den with Loaded Lux
I
going
ain't forget.
going
I ain't
against like Head Ice and a young K Shine. Like so he's been in these neighborhoods. He been outside. I mean, if you from New York, the Mecca, you done battled outside before. Like he's good. He's
right.
comfortable in any element. And I still think Geechee got it though because I felt like Geechee, anytime Goods showed some life, Geechee was right there matching him. I felt like his
Yeah.
bars were some of them were direct, some were punches, some were a little bit of like angles, like with the Tay Rock situation.
Right.
I feel like Goods was talking more about the he kind of harped on him all like fake gun toting a lot. Like all you do is talk about this. He kept reiterating how he talking about popping all these pistols, and he would always swing it back to let's talk about business. You know what I'm saying? Trying to put him in
Yeah.
a business mind state where I felt like he should have had a couple more topics to throw in there to make it a little more appealing because you kind of harping on the same
But
two.
can't you say the same thing about Geechee and his gun bars?
Geechee had gun bars, but Geechee also talked about, yo, you be talking to us money when we make the same
Right.
amount. Uh, he said something. He talked about him being fake tough. He brought up the situation where he swung on gems and
Yeah, he
how
did.
weak the punch was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he had little pockets. He was bringing up different shit in Good's battle rap career, and I thought he got it. I thought he got it, and it came down to the third to me. I had a 1-1 going to the third, so
Yeah.
I edged
That
it.
is true.
I edged it to Geechee slightly.
See, with these two, it's kind of hard because they're both at different stages in their lives. They both do different things. And mind you, like everybody's technically like that. But Goods, of course, is more, he's angled towards, he wants to call himself a businessman. So I feel like he talked about that in the right way because that's what he knows. So like, what else is he really going to talk about?
Right.
Of course, he talked about like what he did prior to whatever. So I kind of, in my opinion, I feel like he told a good story with the right angles. Because again, he spoke about what he was comfortable knowing.
That's right.
And I think he did it. I think he did it the right way. Again, people are out here saying either one of them had a 3-0 over the other, and
Oh, they
that's
bugging.
like hell no. Like I don't know what you were watching. Did you
Yeah.
only watch one person and not see the like
Had to.
what?
Yeah, they was
Um,
bugging.
but that's so. What did I say? Because I had Geechee on the first for sure, and then I had Goods just edging out the second,
Me
and then
too.
I gave Goods the third.
Same thing. I just had. Only thing is, I had Geechee edging out the third. But I had
Okay.
first clear to
Okay.
Geechee, second edge to Goods, third
Okay.
edge to Geechee,
Okay.
slightly. If that's the one I'm waiting for to drop because I could easily see myself changing my mind. Like I can,
Right.
so,
Right. And I honestly think this is the biggest preference battle on the card because
absolutely.
they're so different. And I hate when people say goods can't win off of swag. And to me, that's obvious, but there's actually some people out here that think that's a factor. But I don't think he won off of that. I think if he would have showed up with what this fool was wearing during the face off, if he would have showed up in that with these same bars, I think I would have felt the same way. I don't go based off of that. I don't. Sometimes I listen to these battles and I'm not
Yeah.
even looking at the people. To be honest with you, depends on what I'm doing. I'm
No,
hearing it.
and that's the thing. Like you can't base what somebody else's perception is on how you view things. Like, yes, people are enamored by his quote unquote swag or his demeanor, but like he said in the battle, like there's things I do way other. I do well way more than just swag. Like he
Right.
tells stories pretty good. He can angle. He can get into a pocket of angling pretty good when he wants to. Like
Yeah.
and like he said, like people forget that I rap way better than I battle rap.
Man, when he said that, this dude said,
That was hard.
when something real at stake, foreclosure, we just take their home. So like real at stake, so real estate,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. He can really rap. So like you said, check out his ciphers, freestyles, music. Like so,
Yeah, he even said that.
yeah. So
He's like, you forgot?
yeah he let people know like he really was comfortable in that element in his show. Like he didn't seem phased at all. That's
Right.
why good. Like I had he was the one person I had no fear of choking last night. Like
Yeah.
Goods ain't choked in a battle ever. So
Right. And he knows that. And I think he just really comes prepared. I don't he like you said, I don't think would take a battle if he even thought he was gonna lose. Obviously there's some confidence to that and maybe even some cockiness.
right.
But maybe if you think about it a little bit, if there's any battles that he's been like quote unquote ducking for a while,
Mm-hmm.
maybe he really sees that person as big competition.
Yeah,
And if he takes your battle, maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
he's only coming out for people he really wants smoke with. That's for sure. Cause
Yeah.
he been giving Math the old Heisman Trophy pose. You know what I'm saying? Like, get
Yeah.
back. We ain't doing that with you. But I do think like Geechee put himself back in the running from Champion of the Year, low key. Like, this is another good performance. He don't really
Yeah.
have bad performances. So
He was good.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Champion of the Year looking like. I ain't,
This is a debatable. I really think.
definitely debatable. Definitely debatable. Where do you
I
put K Shine for beating Pat Stay in Champion of the Year?
damn. Well, of
Who?
course he's above it. Yeah, he's above him now. And even before this battle, I mean, Shine was on his shit. It's so that's why I was leaning more towards him anyways for the battle.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
Who did he
Shine
beat? He beat Chess
this year,
this year. It was Chess, E Hart,
yep. And I'm
Chess,
trying to think of
just beat Pat Stay.
because he battled somebody in
He battled
not
somebody in
Summer Madness.
not Summer Genesis, right?
Um, it might have been Genesis, or it might have
Oh
been. Was he on the Gnome card?
no.
No. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Damn it! Who was that he
He battled
battled?
Charlie Clips in Genesis. I do know that. That was January.
Yeah, I feel like there's one more person though that I'm missing from a recent card too.
Clips, Hart, and Chess.
Okay, that might be it.
He battled Chess on. That might have been no. That was Summer
Oh, that
Madness.
is what I'm thinking of. Him and Chess.
Him and
Yeah,
Chess
because
Summer
they battled
Madness.
recently.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Summer Madness.
exactly. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
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 So you right.
That was good. That was a good battle too.
That was a good battle. That was a good
On
battle.
his end.
Yeah. Oh, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Chess
No,
was.
no. Chess was fire. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and like
Ooh.
go on his stumbles and whatever, but
Trying
it
to
was,
jump on
yeah.
that young man's helmet like
No,
that.
I love Chess. I do. I love Chess. He's dope.
Yeah.
He's dope.
Chess.
People don't give him enough credit actually. So,
They don't. They don't. Oh yeah. I will have
but
to.
I think Shine might. It's see. Here's the thing. I'm kind of edging towards Ill Will too.
Mm.
Um, just because, and I know other people have done this. I've noticed, but I don't know. He was to be like fire in 2 rounds. I'm not 2 rounds, 2 battles in on one card.
That is
Like you were
impressive.
fire at both of them. You weren't mediocre at one, and you know what I'm saying. Like you were dope at both of them.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
just you're a machine, man.
That's true. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see who people got in this one. Right
Yeah,
now, if I had to choose, I would choose Chiller because he beat B Dot head to head,
yeah,
and he's been killing shit all years, man. So
yeah.
we gonna
How'd you like? You thought he did good in with Sick?
I thought he lost a sick.
You think he lost to Sick?
I think that's his only loss of the year. And that's the only
I'm in
time.
between there too. You think that could be debatable though, or you think he like clearly lost?
I think it's debatable. You have people like Nico, who was only reason he's saying this is clear because if you say Chiller lost clear, it kind of elevates B Dot, and you know the West got sick together. So
Oh,
I saw,
yeah.
yeah, I saw through that. I saw through that bullshit, Nico. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Nico, Nico, Nico.
yes,
I
yes.
should start talking my shit how I do in the comments. No, I'm just playing.
No, no, no. Let him have it, cause he be talking a lot of shit too.
I
So
said some jokes that like he didn't even see, and part of me was like, "Oh, thank God," because
uh,
it's all love though. Like I said, if I don't make fun of you, I don't love you. And they always say, if you can't take a joke, don't make one.
mm,
And I know both of y'all can take it because, man,
yeah, that's a fact. The
yeah,
way he be talking to me, man, I'm sure
he better be able to take a joke.
Yeah, he shot. He lucky I ain't sued his ass yet. I'm just telling you, it's coming. It's coming, Nico.
Get the papers ready. Put me on there. I just want a little portion of
Yeah,
whatever
yeah, I
money.
got you. We spreading this percentage out.
I'm
Y'all gonna make it. But yeah, that's it. That is the official recap of Smack Volume 6 for the YouTube viewership. We appreciate y'all. We thank y'all. Again, follow Alexis Osland on all of her socials. Anything else you want to let the good people know? Because they will be watching this.
um no, I mean I think you pretty much covered it. Loaded Lex 92 on everything. Ledge is a good dude, so if you have not subscribed, do it right fucking now
Oh,
to everything. Just man, this dude is a good dude. Make sure you get that subscribe button hit and follow him on all his other shit too.
all right. That's my homie, yo. I appreciate that. Yeah, Smack Volume 6 is a wrap. Was it the best? You know they'll bounce back. URL got the money, they got the talent, the roster
Thanks.
to recover from this. So we'll see them on another one. On behalf of Alexis Osland, I am Ledge. Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, keep it battle rap. Goodbye. Love.